This last weekend, Donald Trump made history. A triumphant return to where he was almost assassinated, to where he was shot. And the media's blackout of the Trump assassination attempt has been one of the more eerie news stories of the modern era. That Donald Trump had a bullet glaze his ear. Where's the Hulu documentary? Where's the CNN special? Where's the 60 Minutes reports? Where is Anderson Cooper walking the line of Butler, Pennsylvania? There was more investigation into George Floyd overdosing on the side of the street than into Donald Trump getting shot in the ear. More television investigation, that is. More interest. Now, Donald Trump had a decision to make. Do I return to Butler, Pennsylvania? Do I go back to the scene of the crime? You see, Donald Trump, he's running as an alpha male against, obviously, whatever the Kamala Harris-Tim Walz duo is. Going back to the scene of the crime, that takes some stones. Going back to the place where you were shot. The crowd was remarkable. The media completely misrepresenting it. Tens of thousands of people, as far as the eye could see, probably upwards of 50,000 people. And Donald Trump wanted every detail to be the same. Donald Trump wanted the flag to be exactly the same. And as he approached the stadium, he said, as I was saying. Now, even if you're in the audience and you hate Donald Trump and you despise Donald Trump, this is without a doubt one of the most historic moments in political history, and it's just covered passively by the New York Times. The New York Times instead came out with an article that said Donald Trump's rhetoric is darker and angrier than ever before. Oh, I'm sorry. He got shot just a couple weeks ago. His ear was the only barrier between a bullet going into his brain. He just happened to flip his head at the exact right moment, and it grazed his head. Go to cut one.
Thank you. A very big thank you to Pennsylvania. We love Pennsylvania. And as I was saying, oh, I love that. I love that chart. I love that graph.
Who do you want representing the United States of America to prevent World War III, to end the Russian-Ukrainian conflict? Who do you want in the room against Xi Jinping? Kamala Harris, who sits down with Alex Cooper this weekend, and we will be talking about that, or Donald Trump, who returns to the scene of where he was shot? Understand the profundity of what you're witnessing here. In the modern era, rarely do we get to see leaders under fire. Hundreds of years ago, it would be commonplace for leaders to go right into battle. George Washington famously would lead the American troops against the British. He would lead the colonists against the great British Empire. We've had presidents that served on the front lines, from Ulysses S. Grant to many others. Andrew Jackson, a famous warrior from the Battle of New Orleans. We've gotten away from that, where now our generals basically sit back and they never put themselves in harm's way. And they kind of just point and say, yeah, go invade there and do that. Generals have gone from frontline operators to backroom dealers and more politicians. And our leaders, politically, rarely ever see combat. Not that they don't serve, but even the ones that serve are rarely in the front lines. And you certainly don't get a chance to see it on television. It is very unique to see who a person is when their character is tested. And you saw that with Donald Trump. You had a moment, a glimpse. Does he run away? Does he go scared? And still to this moment, the activist media is saying, oh, Donald Trump's a coward and he's afraid. These are repulsive people. Because when Donald Trump was shot, he ascended and said, fight, fight, fight. Donald Trump decided to go back to Butler, but he decided to go back on Saturday for a reason. Because Saturday is the kickoff of early voting in a lot of states across the country. Early voting is now operational in almost every county in Pennsylvania. It is open in Wisconsin. Early voting begins this Wednesday in Arizona. Election day is the last day of voting, not the first day of voting. Donald Trump has this shirt, but on huge signs at all of his rallies now, vote early. If we are serious about fitting all of our voters into one day on election day, we're going to have long lines, machine tabulator failures, snowstorms, hurricanes, you name it. Instead, let's vote with our own convenience. Let's vote early. There was another special guest at the rally this weekend of Donald Trump's historic and triumphant return, where he faced death and God spared his life. It was the world's wealthiest man. Now, looking at the story of Elon Musk has been quite remarkable. Elon Musk started as a techie Obama bro, and you've seen this gradual development of Elon Musk in the last couple of years. It's of no mystery, those of us that have been following it, Elon Musk had one of his kids basically disappear because of the trans woke mind virus, a very sad story of the trans social contagion that took one of his kids from him. Elon Musk has seen what the woke mind virus can do with its assault on free speech, its assault on fundamental liberties, lawfare. Elon Musk is worth $253 billion. And Elon Musk is on a crusade to save the civilization that he loves, that gave him so much. Now, prior to Elon Musk endorsing Trump and spending about $150 million on this election, he was treated well by the media. That's before, of course, he purchased Twitter, X, and liberated it. Elon Musk used to be on the front page of every magazine, the CEO of Tesla, the CEO of SpaceX, the most loved and adored man in media. But not anymore. Elon Musk is no longer the darling of the tech community. Elon Musk is now a villain. Elon Musk is mocked. He is slandered. They want to put him in jail. And we are now seeing this combination of forces of where Donald Trump and Elon Musk have something in common, something fundamental. They are both class traders. They both do not need to be doing this. Donald Trump, a billionaire. Elon Musk, a super billionaire. They don't need to be involved in this fight. Elon Musk and Donald Trump do not need to be in the arena. They're doing this for the betterment of the nation. They're doing this for the betterment of their kids and grandkids. They're doing this for free speech, for the restoration and protection of the United States Constitution. And now, as we are seeing the kickoff of early voting, we are entering the final phase where it's going to be all about turnout, the final push for voter registration, the final thrust into the arena. And Elon Musk is putting his wealth, his fortune, and yes, his sacred honor at risk. And the media is losing it because Elon Musk was supposed to be like all the other tech bros. He was supposed to be like Mackenzie Bezos. It was supposed to be like Doreen Powell Jobs. Supposed to be like Mark Benioff. Obedient. Yes, sir. Where do I send the check to get the Democrat elected? But Elon Musk is a free thinker.